go. Hello, everyone. My name is Ember. I am part of the Hey You Human team, and today I have Wendy with us. So welcome, Wendy. I'm so glad you're here.
So my name is Wendy. I'm a mom of two boys. My first one is 22 years old. I had him when I was 17. And my second one is 4. He has ASD. He's autistic. I'm a freelance writer for personal finance and corporate brands online.
Well, I'd love it if you could share with us why you initially joined Hey You Human and the membership.
Because after the birth of my second child, I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety, and it was bad. It was bad. It was rough. I was on medication for a while, and then I was also doing therapy and all of that. I don't know. Therapy helped, but I find that I kind of like edit myself a lot when I go into it, right?
Sure.
I was trying to look for something that I can do by myself, which is also why I also had a rough go with my depression and anxiety, because I didn't want help initially. I find this a better modality for me, but I did do like talk therapy, medication, EFT before I found Sarah. But she said, I can show you something that would help you do more of what you want and get rid of things that you don't want. I'm like, oh, I want that. I've been there ever since.
So you wanted to get rid of things you didn't want, and you wanted to create a life that you really wanted and get rid of this anxiety and depression. So what would you say is your greatest takeaway so far, or your greatest transformation, or things you've learned on this journey?
I'd say my biggest takeaway would be that, like, I'm alive.
Yes.
Alive. But I was very unhappy. I grew up being compared to like everybody, like my siblings and everybody. So I was very critical of myself, always comparing myself to others, and like I put this persona of like, oh, I have my shit together, but I didn't. So yeah, I just sort of like, I'm practical. That's all. I called myself like practical. But like what I did was not feel. So then all came out after I gave birth, and then that's sort of led me to depression and anxiety. And yeah, my biggest transformation is that I feel alive just by doing everyday things. Everyday things. Before, I used to measure, what milestone did I achieve, right? But now I'm like, I just wake up and I'm like, okay, let's do this.
So you're not just going through the motions of life, you feel really alive now, basically. You're living your life.
In like the most extraordinary things, because before I was like, oh, I only feel alive when, I checked off a goal. I only feel alive when I go for vacations. Like, I get cranky and I get, all irritable. And then he'd say, do you need to get on a plane? You get tired of living the day-to-day where I am. Get on a plane to sort of like feel alive.
Yeah.
And like, I don't have to do that anymore. Just be here.
Yeah.
Be alive. I mean, it's not like roses and lilies and all the things all the time, but
I love that you feel more alive and you're able to really embrace your life where you are and not have to escape and do all of these things. And I related so much of what you said, because I feel like we've had very similar experiences. So thank you so much for being here and for sharing that and for being part of the Hey You Human community.
As long as Hey You Human is here, I'm gonna be there.
Yes.